big tin can.
Yeah, the big tin can, which is great until it rains. And then it sounds like you're in a tin can.
Uh-oh.
But,
Can't sleep at night, huh?
Yeah, it's a little challenging, but lucky it doesn't rain so much in LA.
True. Yeah, you're gonna have a good summer. You won't have to deal with that.
Exactly. So I'm working on a new record right now. Actually, it's going to try and come out in the fall. I've just been writing a ton, traveling a little bit, playing a couple of shows. I'm doing a couple of shows around LA. Hopefully during the summer, and going to obviously be back here August 11th for the Coffee House series. And I'm doing a little tour up in Canada. In the West Coast, and
so can you literally hook your Airstream up to a pickup truck and just hit the road when you want to go do a show?
Well, technically I could, but no, it's actually sort of self-contained. It's plumbed in, and it's kind of the whole thing.
Okay.
So it doesn't move, but the dream of it moving is pretty cool to me. The fact that I possibly could do that, but no, it's probably not going to move anytime soon.
Yeah, and is there a small recording device in there that you can use to record ideas?
Mm-hmm, yeah, I have a little studio in there, which is where I've been recording all my demos and preparing the whole record, the new record. So I work in there every day. Probably spend too much time in there.
I see you brought your guitar with you, and it's always special to have a live performance in the studio. I was wondering if you might be interested in playing a song that perhaps we can't hear on your CD.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me grab my guitar and we'll get one going.
While you're getting the guitar, I had noticed that it's a really elaborate Martin. Tell us a little bit about it.
This guitar just spoke to me. A buddy of mine owns a great music store in Chicago called Making Music, and I've never been the kind of guy that walks into a guitar store and says yes, that's the one. But this one just jumped right out at me and screamed my name. So
it's got all this great abalone inlay on it. Looks like it just crawled right out of the sand here on the beach on Catalina.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why one of the reasons I loved it. But it just felt, sometimes with guitars, it's like they feel right. They feel like they must be part of the life that you live. So this one definitely is part of my life now. I love it.
Great. So what would you like to play today?
I'm going to play a song called Sunday Morning. This was a song actually off my album that came out just 12 months ago. It's an album called Share, which is on iTunes if any of you guys are interested. You can check it out. But this is a song about my favorite day of the week, which is Sunday. It's called Sunday Morning. Monday comes around so soon. Yesterday spent with you. Did the time fly too? Take me back to Sunday morning, waking up at dawn, sleep alone, so won't you? I get up and make you tea, we dance under sheets here, Sunday living free. Tuesday just don't want to end. Got my job and not my friends. Sunday with you, there's no tell. Oh yeah, I said, take me back to Sunday morning, waking up at dawn, sleep alone, so won't you? I get up to make you tea, we dance under sheets here, Sunday living free. Wednesday, halfway through the same 5 days of working away till Sunday calls my name. Thursday, Friday, taking so long. Saturday calling, all went wrong. Just want you in a morning song. Yeah, I do, I say, take me back to Sunday morning, waking up at dawn, sleep alone, so long, yeah. I get up to make you tea, we dance under sheets here, Sunday living free, oh yeah. And I said I'll hold you close, my baby, ain't nothing gonna feel the same. So warm but wrapped up in mine, it's a feeling that lasts for a day, yeah. I want to be in, take me back to Sunday morning, waking up at dawn, sleep alone, so won't you? dance under the sheets, yeah. Sunday living free, yeah. And I said, now take me back to Sunday morning, waking up at dawn, sleep as long as it won't, yeah. I get up to make you tea, we do dance under the sheets, yeah. Sunday living free.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, that's Kai Brown playing Sunday Morning. Alright, so sorry you had to bust a string there to give us that live music, but
Keeping it real, you know?
yeah, that's right. We haven't had as much live music in the studio as we can, and it's really fantastic that you're playing for us right here.
Thanks.
Right now, and you're listening to Island Radio. This is 88.7, and on the internet at KISL Avalon.com. The number here in the studio, 310-510-7469. And yeah, so we're hearing the sounds of a little bit of maybe a little Jack Johnson. What other influences do you have on your writing and your singing?
You know, I grew up predominantly with my dad's record collection of 60s and 70s Americana acoustic stuff, Jackson Browne, Neil Young, James Taylor, that kind of stuff, Van Morrison. I was really influenced by that kind of music to begin with, and then I obviously love Jack, and there's a ton of great artists out there, but just trying to do something that's honest in my heart and what I feel, and make it authentic to me.
I guess a lot of artists struggle with the sense of, okay, you make it honest, but also you want to make yourself stand out in some way. Do you ever think in those terms when you're writing a song, or to do something different? Or
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, cliched as it sounds, everything's been done, but I think it's about trying to create your own voice and your lifestyle, what you love. And for me, it's about the ocean. It's about California. It's about where I grew up in Australia. It's the roots of everything that I love and believe in, and I try to just put that in my music and sing as honest as I can.
I bet there's a lot of Californians right now dreaming about going to Australia and hanging out at the beach there. But what's been your experience coming from a beach down in Australia and coming out to Venice? What's the biggest differences there?
Well, where I grew up, it's a beautiful place, but it's really small, and I love it. I go back all the time, and just actually I appreciate it more now that I don't live there than when I did. But Venice is a crazy eclectic community. It's there's so many different kinds of people throughout the world who live there, and I chose to live there because the surf and the beach are my roots, and that's what I feel most comfortable in. But Venice definitely can take you out of the comfort zone, which I also love as well. That's definitely, as an artist, where you want to sort of flirt that line between having a comfortable life and pushing yourself. So Venice works for me.
When you think about the Venice characters that you come across daily, is there anyone in particular who has been a big influence, or just a big shock, or just anything like that?
Well, I think the character of Venice is the diversity. I mean, it's not no one in particular, but it's like you can just ride your bike on the boardwalk on a Saturday, and you'll see people from all walks of life. And I mean, I think to me that's the inspiration, because it truly reminds you that we live in a huge planet with so many different beliefs and ethnicities and philosophies, and I think it's nice to have that at your doorstep to keep you connected to what's really going on in the world. So I love Venice for that.
Yes, and I see your next track on the CD is called Breakaway. What is that? What is Breakaway?
Breakaway was a song, very personal song to me, actually. I was in a long-term relationship, and it was it came towards the end of that, and it was sometimes with music, it's one of those things you just put yourself in a position where you have to just get it out, and for me, writing this song was one part therapy, one part connection to that amazing thing that was in my life for a long time.
Okay, so this is Breakaway, Kai Brown.